What happens when Earth holds more people than its systems can support sustainably? You might think growth continues forever, but biology and physics strongly disagree eventually. Overpopulation isn't science fiction. It's a measurable pressure already reshaping food, water, energy. When resources shrink, societies quietly decide whose lives receive protection first during crises. History shows scarcity never affects everyone equally. Fairness disappears fast under stress conditions. The poorest communities face consequences earliest. Lacking buffers, technology provides wealthier populations globally. Food shortages emerge first, driven by climate change, soil loss, collapsing ecosystems worldwide. Water scarcity follows, turning rivers political weapons and migration triggers across continents globally. Healthcare systems strain, forcing decisions about age, productivity, survival probabilities during crises worldwide. Governments rarely say elimination, instead using words like prioritization, efficiency, sustainability during crises. Technology becomes gatekeeper, determining who accesses food, water, medicine first during shortages globally. Automation reduces labor value, making unemployed populations politically and economically vulnerable during crises. Algorithms could rank humans by usefulness, quietly shaping survival outcomes during resource collapse. Urban overcrowding accelerates disease spread, overwhelming hospitals and public trust rapidly during emergencies. Migration increases tension, borders harden, and empathy shrinks under fear globally during collapse. Climate disasters amplify inequality, repeatedly hitting vulnerable regions hardest first during crises worldwide. Population control discussions reappear, framed as responsibility rather than coercion during emergencies globally. Access to technology may determine reproductive rights, healthcare quality, lifespan during shortages worldwide. Ethical lines blur when survival math replaces moral ideals during population collapse scenarios. Children born into scarcity inherit fewer choices through no fault during global crises. Education access narrows, concentrating power among already privileged groups during collapse periods worldwide. Surveillance expands, justified as necessary to manage populations efficiently during shortages globally enforced. History suggests authoritarian solutions emerge when democracies face extreme pressure from population collapse. Elimination rarely looks violent initially. It appears bureaucratic, slow, invisible during resource crises. Policies decide who receives energy, cooling, shelter during heat waves amid population stress globally. Aging populations strain younger workers, supporting massive dependent groups during demographic imbalance crises. Some lives become statistically expendable within economic models during population overshoot scenarios globally. Environmental collapse doesn't kill everyone equally. It selects relentlessly based on vulnerability metrics. Access to safe locations determines survival during floods, fires, storms amid climate collapse. The wealthy buy time, protection, escape routes unavailable to others during crises worldwide. Population pressure transforms moral questions into logistical calculations during survival planning phases globally. Nature imposes limits. Humans cannot negotiate with optimism alone during ecological collapse events. Unchecked growth forces humanity to choose between prevention or selection under population stress. Selection may favor geography, wealth, health, or political usefulness during systemic collapse periods. Technology could soften impacts, but unequal access amplifies injustice during population crises worldwide. Every extra billion increases competition for finite planetary systems under ecological stress conditions. Ignoring limits delays consequences but intensifies eventual collapse during global population overshoot events. The real question isn't who disappears, but how decisions get made during collapse. Transparency matters when survival choices affect billions of lives during population crises globally. Without ethics, Efficiency becomes a dangerous justification during population collapse scenarios. Worldwide, globally, human value must remain more than productivity metrics during automated future societies globally. Planning today determines whether future sacrifices stay humane during population stress periods worldwide. Population stabilization offers alternatives without hidden violence through policy, education, equality, globally sustainable. Empowering women consistently reduces birth rates, while improving well-being across societies globally. Sustainably, long-term, education and healthcare slow growth without choosing victims through ethical population management globally. The future isn't elimination if wisdom guides growth through cooperation, science, ethics, globally. Science warns us early, giving time to act before population limits force tragedy. Doing nothing is also a decision with consequences during population overshoot crises globally. Who disappears depends on choices made long before collapse during population growth phases. The outcome remains unwritten, but urgency is undeniable now for humanity, globally, today.